Today is Thursday, April 7th, and yes, you've waited for it. Today is National Beer Day. Go celebrate. Let's take a look at biotech today. Yesterday was a huge update for the sector. You can see the NASDAQ Biotech ETF right here. Looks like it's coming out of a double bottom. Huge, about 6% gain yesterday. Let's put some lines on it, see what's going on. All right, let's draw the broken resistance here. You can see a big breakout. Down below we have price relative or relative strength, relative performance. This shows us how the sector is performing compared to the S&P 500, in this case the ETF. Looks like it's still in a downtrend. Same story with price action. If we draw a trend line from the peak here, and you can see there's plenty of room to go before this thing hits a trend line. So this looks like it's just a return to the top of the line and some sort of return to the mean. The 200-day average here in red still well above, so there is room to the upside. I don't know if I want to start playing it on a day when the stock market as a whole is heading lower, but it still looks like a bounce or retracement in a declining trend. Same story with price relative, still in a declining trend. Let's take a look at the sector though. Over here, got a watch list with some big name biotech stocks. Let's go down the list. We'll look at another ETF first, the XBI, the S&P Spider Biotech ETF. Pretty much the same story. Not even a double bottom pattern though, so this again looks more like a bear flag than anything else, heading up to some sort of resistance level. Moving down, Gilead, everyone's favorite. You don't see anything different here. Just draw the lines, and you can see, you have an arguable breakout here. I did a little technician's license up top here with ignoring that line. And even if we move the trend line right to that peak, so this is an arguable breakout. However, do you really want to buy something that's gone from this January low up to and through a trend line without really pausing? Not really outperforming the market yet. Same story on price relative, and of course the 200-day average is well above. Moving down, this is BioMarin. Hope I pronounced that right. Do the same story. We'll draw these trend lines. Do we really have a breakout here? This one I like a lot better in terms of a technical breakout. Big rally, pause, pull back. Another attempt to break out here last month, failed, came down but not all the way, and breaks out again this month. So this one looks much better. Price relative still not great. Let's take a look at some other studies, maybe on balance volume, just to give an idea of what's going on. Well, not great either. So this one's arguable. Let me get rid of that. Perhaps you would want to see a move above this intermediate high over there, right about there. That might be a better or safer sign. All right, let's move on to the next one. Regeneron. Really the same story. Hasn't broken out. Looked strong yesterday, but hasn't broken out. This is Myriad Genetics. Now this one's above its 200-day average. So it's been a lot choppier. No real trend, long-term trend here. Sideways more than anything. But it is finally above its 200-day average, and that is a good thing. And the last one, Nectar. Same story. It's above its 200-day. Whoops. Probably should plug in my laptop. It's well above its 200-day. This one looks overbought to me, so probably wouldn't touch that one. So there you go. Biotech had a short-term breakout. I don't think it's really out of the woods just yet.